Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today is finally, I know I've been saying this forever, and this is my third video that I'm filming today, so if you see this background or this shirt, this hairstyle, seriously, this is my third video filming today. So today's video is actually going to be about my eyebrows. I know I've been saying that I was going to do a video on this soon, and I said that like 2 months ago, and I say that every single time. But today is definitely going to be all about my eyebrows, what I do to them, what products I use, yeah, and just like the general upkeep of my eyebrows. So if you want to see how I get these eyebrows every day, then stay tuned. Alright, I'm going to try to stay as straight up as I can because I've filmed this before and it just didn't, I was like bent down the whole time, so I'm going to try to stay up and forward. But so what I use the Anastasia, if this is gonna show, yep, so I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz and I'm in the color Taupe. I do have the color Chocolate as well, which I have used. It's more of like a darker color, so it's more like a going out, like full glam type. But this is this is what I use on a normal basis. So the first thing I'll do is I'll comb through it and kind of not shape it how I want. I just try to brush through it so I make it as, I don't know, brush through as possible. So what I do, since I have a lot of bare spots like up in this area on both sides, I need to draw that arch. So I'll take it right from my my nostril and I'll go right through the center of my eye and I'll drag it down and I'll make a little line. Okay. And then I take it on my nostril again and then on the outer part of my iris and I make a line there. And of course I do that on both sides. Okay, so now that I have those two lines, what I do first is I take my Brow Wiz and I draw from the upper part of my eyebrow and I draw it to that first line. And sometimes I'll make it a little bit like angled upwards, but today I think I'll just go kind of straight on to it. Alright, so once I reach that first line, as you can tell, my one eyebrow, some eyebrows hairs are going crazy. Alright, now that I draw to that first line, I do like almost like an arch, like a little arch down to that second line. And then once I get to that second line, I go straight down to the end of my eyebrow. Like that. So it gives it a little bit of a shape, if that makes sense. So the next thing I'll do, since I don't like the shape of my eyebrow down here, I always take it and I draw a line, and I do this like, when you fill in your eyebrows, you don't really want to do like a straight on line. You want to kind of like feather it to the spot you want it to do so it looks a little bit more natural. But I'll take this and I'll fill this in a little bit so it looks like I have an eyebrow down here. So I'll do that. So it makes it look like I have a little bit of a thicker eyebrow. And then I'll do the arch part next. So I'll connect that bottom line. And I will do small little feathers, little strokes, till I get to the end of my eyebrow on this side. And I know that looks a little wonky right now, so like this is just like if you really don't like the end, you can just like wipe it off and then just do it again. Like I probably do that at least once a day. So if you don't like it, you don't like your shape, just wipe it off and start over. Like, it's not a big deal. And honestly, I got so frustrated every single time I did my eyebrows because like I wasn't getting the shape that I wanted, and I'm still like not entirely sure if I like this shape, but it started working out for me and I did like it. And you can always like tweak it every once in a while. So after that, I will do small little strokes to fill in the bare spots and like my whole eyebrow. So that's how I fill it in on that side. And so that's like the main part of my eyebrow on how I shape it. I'll eventually, when I'm done with both eyebrows, I'll look at both again and just like make sure that they both are even, or if the shapes are kind of like the same. So next thing I'll do is just take it and just do little strokes to fill in this part, just a little bit though, because I want this to be a little bit less filled in than the other parts of my eyebrow. So I'll just do it very lightly like that. And then towards the end of my eyebrow, I like to draw it out a little bit more to a point, so I'll just draw it out like that. And that's pretty much what I do to my eyebrow. So you can like definitely tell the difference of my eyebrows. So this is natural, obviously, and this is the filled in one. And it actually looks like very similar to like the color of my eyebrows, which is what I like. If I did it with like the chocolate one, it's a little bit dark. And since it's winter time, my skin is not very tan at all. So it just looked even darker. And it was just, I don't know. If I was going out, then it would be different, but I'm trying to do this for like an everyday thing, but. So I will do the same thing on the other side. I probably won't talk through this because I just realized how hard that was to try to talk and say like what I'm doing. So, so what I do, first step, I draw that line from the top of my eyebrow to the first line. And then I will do an arc line from the first line to the second line. And then once I get to the second line, I'll do a straight line to the tip of my eyebrow. Then I'll fill in all those bare spots. Then I will take it from this part of my eyebrow and I draw a straight line to fill in all that part to give it the arc that I like. And then fill in the top part, and then at the end extend it a little bit. So I'm not going to talk too much during this part, so I'm just going to pull my mirror in a little bit closer so I can see. Okay. So that's pretty much how I fill them in. Obviously, I was going over it a bunch of times, trying to make them even and stuff, but next thing I'll do, I'll just comb through them again, just in case there is a little bit of darker spots that I kind of want to lighten up. This. And I know I just wiped off too much on this side, so I'll just go back in. Kind of make that clear again. And then sometimes, and I'm going to do it today to show you kind of like my all like eyebrow routine. I just take a little bit of concealer. So this is my Tarte Shape Tape. And just take a little bit on an angled brush. And I'm going to cut out my eyebrows. So I'll do that. And then I will bring that down then. Just like little feathered movements. So I will do that for, see, this is without cutting it and this is with cutting it. So it makes it look like better of a crisp of an eyebrow. So I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom, on both sides, obviously.
Now to the top of this one. And this time we're going to bring it up. Sharp of a point at the end and sharp shape in general.
And then I always, when I do my eyebrows, always be double checking constantly because obviously I have to draw in a lot and I want it to make it look good. And on this side, I do see that it is not as long as what it is on that side, so I'm just going to draw it out a little bit. So that is my kind of everyday brow routine. Like I said, sometimes I just don't do the concealer as well, but I do use the Anastasia Brow Wiz taupe color every single day, and that is the same exact technique that I do every single day. I hope that helped some people who don't have eyebrows like me, and it can show you how you can actually change the shape. So what I do like is that I don't have that much of an eyebrow, so I can change the shape every day. So like today I did a little bit more like a straight arc down. Like sometimes I can do like a very boxy look, and I can make them really thin, I can make them really thick. So like I can have like so many different eyebrows if I really wanted to, but this is generally what I do every day. Please let me know if you liked it by thumbs upping this video, and if you haven't watched or haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!